Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sarcophagus here, coming at you with a brand new discussion video on 3 things I love about the new Mega Tins and why I think they're the best tins we've had in years. Just a quick note though, we're almost at 200 subscribers. I want to thank you guys for that. I'll hopefully reach that milestone quickly, and there will be a special for it. Thank you for being here. So, for my number 1 pick, I want to say is the promos, because if we looked at the last 3-4 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! Promos, Konami, aka Co-Money, is trying to cheap us out here and giving us really bad promos. We can look at Mega Tins, we can even look at special editions, we can look at a lot of things. So to start off, let's just go back last year into 2018 with the Yusei Tins and the Jin Tins. Those promos are quite negligible, and like, I think there's one Elemental Hero card that's really useful. And those cards are cards we should have had a long time ago. I believe, at least in the Yusei Tin, they've had those cards for at least 5-6 years. And again, it's not the first time that we've gotten cards years and years later. You know, and then you look at Europe and it's even worse. I think they finally just got Link Karibo. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, like, really bad promos. Like, you're really looking at the reprints for it. But with these tins, these promos are excellent. We have meta-defining cards in a tin. And the thing that I love about that is not only are there good cards that every deck could use, not every deck, but a lot of decks can use, even especially in the side deck. Now we're talking about almost every deck. But they're competitively viable, and you could get that to the normal budget player. Now, I'm not a budget player. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have money to spend on hobbies as much as I want because I have a job. But for people who can't spend that money, this is amazing. And I have friends and teammates who absolutely love this. For example, I believe it's like the Evil Within or the Dark Force. I'll have the name somewhere here, or right here, my bad. It's late, so I'm getting my lefts and rights mixed up. You know, that card is amazing. To be able to shut down a negate board, or a board full of interruptions that have just monsters, and be able to play the game, that's amazing. We also have stuff like, I'm just going to call it Rock, where it basically interrupts combo decks. It's kind of like a sphere mode on your opponent's turn. It's at least similar, and it's a great card. And then we have, I forgot what it's also called, but I believe it's called like Gravekeeper something. Again, it'll be over here. And, you know, it's basically a Dark Law on your opponent's turn. It's not like any other hand trap. We have really good cards that are promos that are worth, the tin's worth getting those promos alone. Now, yes, you get 1 out of every 3 only in a tin, but usually people like to buy 2 or 3, and you're going to want these cards in multiple, and it's cool to get at least some of these cards guaranteed, along with you'll get other promos. If we look at other promos like Monster Reborn or Raigeki, they're getting a Prismatic Secret Rare treatment. Now, we've seen Reborn get reprinted like 30 times. Raigeki's not that relevant, but, you know, some players still having access to Raigeki is quite nice, since I think it's at least a $7-8 card still. Makes it a little cheaper along with collectors. And this is another thing I want to, praise the tin for. They have appealed to not only collectors, but the competitive side of Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. If you play competitive like me, you get some amazing promos for the metagame. If you're a collector, you get Prismatic Rare Reborn, Prismatic Rare Raigeki, along with, you know, you get Prismatic Rare God cards, which is nice. I do wish they had a different art style. A lot of people have been saying that, but I mean, they're still going to be looking really cool. I mean, the only thing I guess I have a complaint is I think we got these like 2 years ago in our 2017 Mega Tins, and those are just knockoffs, really. No one really even liked those too much. So, yeah. Good promos I will always be happy with. So, and along with a couple other things about these promos, but I'm going to save that for a little later. The second thing that I love about the Mega Tins is how they're trying something new with the actual tin itself. Now, usually the tin is something like, I actually have it right here. If you guys see this right here. It's just a normal tin. I know it's a blaster tin, but they've had a tin like this for a while. And as you can see is, you know, you can hold some of your cards there, you know, like all cool. They're about to spill on the floor. I was going to pass on like a joke, but I actually got it. But, you know, they've been the same tin since, I believe, 2012, 2013. I believe the blaster tin's around that time from the other tins. And, example, you look at this tin right here. Jaden tin, right about here, you know. And it's the same thing. Same thing. You know, 6 years, they put a little new design on the art, nothing much. The gold sarcophagus tins, however, are completely different. Not only are they shaped differently, and the whole tin looks completely different, but they're making it more easier to store your cards in it. I think they have certain dividers and certain sections, and I really like that because I remember back in 5D's era, tins used to come with sleeves or like certain, like they tried a lot of things with tins that tried working. And even if you look at maybe Zexal era, when we go to deluxe editions, which I believe were a major flop that could have been corrected if they put in more effort with the promos, but they were trying new things. When it comes to Arc 5, which I believe a lot of people hated that era Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, I wasn't the biggest fan, to be honest with you, but they stopped trying a lot of new things back then. I even remember in Zexal they had like, you know, new they had special editions that had one of the 14 like supers for a promo instead. But Konami used to try new things, and that used to really excite me. It's like, oh cool, what new idea are they gonna try now? They haven't. But with this new tin, they're finally being innovative. Along with, I think it's gonna actually work off. Brand new tin look, way to put in cards. You know, changes up the formula. It makes me really happy as a player because it's like, wow, it brings new life into the game. It makes me want to actually open product because I know that I don't want to be a CMO here and say buy singles, which you should buy singles, by the way. But buying product's fun sometimes for people like me. You know, it's really cool. It's really cool to see new ways of getting product in because, you know, part of it's the fun. Even if you don't make some of your money back, you know, you had fun opening it. That's at least how I see it. So I'm glad they're changing stuff and being new with it. And the third, final thing that I really like about these tins are, and this is why I was going to mention this in 1 and 2, but I thought I'd make it its own thing, is Konami finally taking steps in order to become innovative. And I want to explain this more with the promos, because with the promos, you're actually not guaranteed a certain promo. You get 1 out of the 3 cards if you're, I guess, a competitive player. You know, Rock, Dark Law Hand Trap, and I remember the effects but not the name, sue me. And No Evil Within or something. And yeah, you get 1 of those. You also get like 1 of the God cards, maybe 2 of them at most. And then you might get a Prismatic or a Spell card and all that. It's really nice because it's actually worth opening the promo pack every time. Because usually you just like put it away, throw it, maybe call it $2, right? Put your trade binder. You know, Konami knows this. But now you don't know if that's a reborn or not. You don't know exactly what you're giving away, right? And because of that, you know, it makes promo packs a lot more exciting. More of your tins. Like, hey, I got 2 tins. You know, I'm going to get better promos. You know, I'm going to get more of them. So, yeah. That's really nice. And, you know, I know people might not like that because they have a guaranteed thing. And by the way, sorry if I'm staying still. It's actually 5 in the morning right now. I came back with some friends and I'm exhausted. But I really wanted to film this video and I said I would do it today. Even though 5 in the morning is not today. But you guys get the point. It's not tomorrow until I go to bed. So, yeah. Along with, like, you look at the tins. They're being more innovative with that as well. And they're just trying new things with it. Along with, they're putting more care into this overall, because I think since they're trying to put effort into changing the tins and all this, they're putting in more promos. The only thing I was really disappointed with is Infinite Impermanence not being in the Mega Tins. I think it's like a $30-something card. I don't mind that, but if I'm going to spend $30, $40 on a card, I might as well go $15, $20 more and get a Secret Rare First Ed version that's actually going to retain its value throughout the years, kind of like First Ed Secret Ash Blossom. If you bought Ultras for $45 when the $40s, when the Secrets are $60, the Ultras are like less than $10 now, and the Secrets are $40-something, at least for First Ed Near Mint. So for me, it's not really a reprint unless it actually is worth it in the long run for me. So the Infinite Impermanence reprint doesn't really seem too worth it for me. And yeah, that's just my little rant for the video, but yeah, guys. But you know, they're giving better reprints, and that's just making me really happy. You know, I see so much love and care for this, and a lot more hype. Along with they're sending it to YouTubers to open early. MST TV, you know, Team Samurai. There's other people who have this, and probably Cyber Knight has one, I assume. But, you know, a lot of people have this tin to open, so we could see earlier openings, which is really nice. So, yeah, I definitely can't compete with them and get the product earlier than them, though. Which kind of does suck, but maybe if I get thousands of subscribers. One day. But, yeah, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you could leave a comment, tell me what you guys think of this video. What are you guys excited most for the Megatins? How about this? What is your favorite promo from the Megatins? I would love that. Leave in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next video.